The pleasant world of Wisconsin. A world of scenery, outdoor relaxation, history. The best of today's living is at your doorstep. For a weekend, a week, or for as long as you can visit, you can bring your gear and camp forests, or relax in some of the country's top-notch visitor accommodations. Every conceivable type of natural and recreational pleasure awaits you. Is yours just for the driving. And smooth, fast highways make driving just pure pleasure. The miles seem to fairly fly past. Wisconsin's people to go, where to eat, what to see? Ask them. They know for the most part what vacation-seeking folks want and how to. They're just the right ones to guide you to the country's largest circus museum.
Ladies and gentlemen, right this way. Come and see the most fabulous display of circus history to be seen anywhere in the United States. Hear the famous old steam calliope and see the beautiful lifelike replicas of old-time circus personalities like the Fat Lady, the Thin Man, Siamese Twins, the tallest lady that ever lived, Little Town Thumb, and many, many others. See real live animals in the big circus tent twice daily. Hurry, 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 come and see circus history alive and in action. Right this way, you can't afford.
Once headquarters of a world-famous circus, the magic sights and sounds recreate the past for the older visitor and still capture the imaginations of the young. The colorful legends of the American Indian are still retained in Wisconsin, a welcome and surprising contrast to the busy industrial Midwest. For the state has a large population of the woods Indians. It was their forefathers who lived in the forests and traveled the streams, whose overlooks, birch bark canoes, trapping, hunting, and fishing gave rise to the Hiawatha legends. Tribes such as the Chippewas, Winnebagos, and Menominees have a firm place in American history. The unique Wisconsin Dells was a gathering place for many centuries for Wisconsin's Indian tribes. Today, this region is considered one of the country's most beautiful and outstanding tourist attractions. There is much to offer on land as well. The Dells is a playground for the entire family, with wholesome attractions to appeal to all ages. A visit to Storybook Land and a ride on a genuine steam-driven railroad are just some of the highlights of a visit to the Dells. The Free State-operated Merrimack Ferry to the south crosses the Wisconsin River, which has often been called the hardest working river in the world. Of fishing waters. Near the river is the Poynette State Game Farm, a showplace of the Conservation Department. The gaudy ringneck pheasants get their start here, and there also is an interesting exhibit of Wisconsin's wildlife. The traveler from the south could well make tours Marquette and Joliet stood to watch the Wisconsin River merging with the great Mississippi. Carries the traveler through some of the finest river scenery in the Midwest. This same scenery so appealed to Wisconsin's first millionaire fur trapper that he built a magnificent home 120 years ago. Villa Lewis, preserved as an historic site, it is perhaps one of the finest examples in the country of that long ago era. No Wisconsin traveler should pass up the capital city of Madison in the south central area of the state. The capital itself is an impressive sharing the beauty and recreation offered by Lake Mendota is the world-famous University of Wisconsin. The most popular gateway to Wisconsin's vacation land is from the southeast. The blue waters of Lake Michigan and the mile after mile of uncrowded beaches might first attract your attention. Then you'll notice that Wisconsin, with its experienced tourist wisdom, is fully geared to the trend in boating. Loading and unloading ramps, there are plenty of them. And enough sand, water, and open spaces for every type of water sport. The cities along Lake Michigan have their own special attractions. For instance, the unique architecture of this industrial building at Racine, designed by the late Frank Lloyd Wright. Milwaukee combines old world charm with new world progress. One of the country's largest inland ports and a great industrial center, it has still maintained its flavor as a city of beautiful parks and quiet gardens. And all baseball lovers are familiar with one of America's favorite teams, the Milwaukee Braves. Not too far inland from Lake Michigan is the Kettle Moraine Drive, a trip of about 120 miles, named for the many water-filled depressions or kettles left by melting glaciers. This area offers some of Wisconsin's best scenery and public recreation facilities. Wisconsin's soil has tremendous fertility out-of-state travelers, and her farms support some of the nation's finest dairy herds. Wisconsin enjoys a universal reputation for fine cheese. The art of cheese making has been passed from generation to generation. Large lumber operations often attract the interest of visitors. Wisconsin's marvelous stretches of water, however, are perhaps her most popular tourist attraction. The so-called thumb of the state, with Lake Michigan on the east and Green Bay on the west, has long been a well-established resort and vacation area. Many have found the region so desirable they have established permanent homes. The delightful